Mike from FFT Racing. So after a good day of riding, one of the things that we want to highlight is bike maintenance. A lot of people just hose them off and put them up till the next time. So we're a little adamant about keeping the bikes clean and tip-top tuned and ready to ride the next time. So let's just get at it. We'll see you out there. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So some of the fundamental things that I want laying around just to make life easier. A really simple basic toolkit. I'm going to use the 10mm socket. I'm going to pull the seat off the bike. I'm going to use my twin air filter cover so I don't get any water in the engine. I'm going to put my 2 Fox Racing plugs into the exhaust. So let's go ahead and get started. So once I'm going to wet the bike down, I'm going to use my Purple Power. And all this is the degreaser. You can buy that at Home Depot or anything. So I'm going to put it in a little spray bottle, no big deal. Just spray it all over the bike after I get it wet. So any type of soap will work. I like products from Chemical Guys, so I am not being paid for this. I just throw maybe a splash or so into the bucket, no big deal. One of the things that I have that makes life a little bit easier is I do have a foam cannon, and same thing. I'll put maybe an ounce, maybe 2, not a whole lot in. The trick to this stuff and using it in a foam cannon is to not shake it, just put a little bit of soap in it and then give it a nice gentle stir. That helps the soap mix with the water, but it does, as you can see, it's not sudsing up. So let's go on ahead and let's get started. I got my seat off, I got my twin air filter, air block on, and I got my butt plugs in the bike. So go ahead and get started by giving it a quick rinse. Now that we got the bike all rinsed off and all the big chunks of dirt knocked off, I'm going to give it a quick spray, degreaser all over. Sorry, my neighborhood's jamming with kids tonight. So just hit the hot spots with some degreaser. The bike's actually really clean, so I don't need a whole lot. And again, this isn't anything fancy. This is, I bought it for $7 at Tractor Supply, I think, or Harbor Freight, one of the two. And it was only like $7 for a gallon of this stuff, so it's definitely nothing fancy. Get some of these harder to wash spots. And then get at it. So, like I told you guys, it's nothing big deal. And then the next step I go with is my foam cannon. And give it a bath. The tools I like to use, I just throw them in my bucket with that little bit of soap I showed you. I got my brush for my rims, just a cheap old 99-cent green scrubby. I got my tire brush, and I got me a little sponge. So I just take my sponge, I give the whole thing a quick wipe down, then I hit it with my scrubby pad. I hit the whole bike with the scrubby pad. I hit the plastics, I'll even get down here and hit the metal. And then on my tires, I'll wash the tires. And then on the rim, or the tire itself, I'll take my tire brush. I just give it a little scrub, give a little tire a little turn, and I just keep going until I get the whole tire done. So step back, me get the rest of the bike finished real quick. And just like that, I'm done scrubbing. So what I like to do to finish it, I take the rest of the foam that I have, and I just give it one more good coat, just to let it get any last minute stuff off. Alright guys, just like that, the bike's pretty much clean. Got into every little nook and cranny. I scrubbed every place I could get my green pad into, and now we're gonna let it sit and drip dry for a few minutes. I'll come back, hit it with a towel, and then I'll show you guys my next step. All right, just like that, the bike's all dried off. It's clean, it's ready to be put up. So the last couple things that I need to do, get rid of that, we don't need it no more. So I always like to finish off with Maxima Racing Oils SC1. This is one of my favorite products to use when I'm done cleaning my bike. And again, no, I'm not paid for giving them a shout out, just a product that I really, really like. So once the bike's all clean and dried off, all I gotta do is give the can a little shake, over give it a quick spray, and it'll bring some of even the most faded plastics back to life. Now, we're lucky that this 2017 FFT Racing CRF 450 is already pretty clean. But you can see that the SC1 gives it a nice shine. Another thing that I like to do, just while it's sitting in my garage, I like to hit my tires with some type of tire wet, right? Armor All is my favorite. I was running a little low, so I went to my local gas station and I picked up some Black Magic tire wet, and just give the tires a quick little spray. It'll dry, it'll give them a nice shine, and I'll park it back in the garage. The only thing I have left to do is throw my air filter back on, throw my seat back on, and we're ready to go ride again.